Joining me today, Brad and Xtina Harmsworth. They are an incredibly dynamic couple who have an amazing story. They certainly did not start off with a whole lot of success, but they both have found a path of great success, and they're actually here to help you do the same. They come from the beauty industry now. They have a website called xmhbeauty.com. Again, that's xmhbeauty.com. And this website is designed to help people in the beauty industry to become more successful. And so I first want you to meet Brad and Xtina from their background story, how we met at a first steps to success in creating a dynasty. They were riddled in debt. They were miserable in relationships with others. They were not getting ahead. They were just completely suffering emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially. And now to see them today is so very exciting. So Brad and Xtina, welcome to the Dani Johnson Show. I'm so excited to introduce you to everybody. Quickly, if you can, give us that 30-second story of where you were when you first came to DaniJohnson.com, where you are today.
Thank you for having us on the show.
Yes.
I'm Brad Harmsworth, and before my brother dragged me out to First Steps to Success almost 4 years ago, I seemingly had everything. I had a government job that paid really well. I had the Range Rover and the nice house and everything, but really under the surface, I had nothing I wanted. I'd just been through a divorce. I had, crazy amounts of debt. I don't even know what number it was then, but since then we've paid off $280,000 combined. So it was a big number. I would stay up late at night watching TV and playing video games so that I wouldn't have to think about how hopeless my life was, because I had no hope. I felt totally alone. And now we've paid off all that debt. I met the woman of my dreams and married her, and we started a business, and I have all kinds of hope and dreams now that I never had before. A family like I never believed could exist. Finances like I never believed could exist. And the woman of my dreams.
That's so awesome.
A pretty incredible story too.
Nice. Dani, prior to coming to First Steps to Success, I was working full-time in a super high-end resort spa in California. I'd had some success inside the cosmetology industry, but my problems were more personal. I came from a history of being born into a family where my brother was terminally ill. My parents divorced after my brother's death. That left my mom to be a single mom on government assistance who was trusting a babysitter to watch me where I was being sexually abused. Around the age of 5, my mom met and married someone who basically rescued me from that lifestyle and whisked me into kind of a Cinderella story. Country clubs, caviar, entertaining, vacations, you name it. But I had a deep distrust for human life, deep distrust for men. And it was stopping me from moving forward in my business. And I was working on developing a celebrity clientele inside the cosmetology industry. And I was hitting all kinds of glass ceilings, and I didn't know why. So looking for success is why I came to Dani Johnson, but the results have been really a lot more than financial.
Obviously, you guys have paid off $280,000 worth of debt, increased your incomes, found love, and have built a very successful business. And so we're here to really look at and analyze your this business that you have in the beauty industry, which I love, Xtina, that you come from the beauty background in Hollywood, and that you have these clients, professionals. I mean, we're talking famous people that everybody sees on magazines and in movies and commercials and all of that stuff. You've had the opportunity to make those people look phenomenal on camera and get people ready to be on covers of magazines and things like that. And so for anybody that actually is wanting to have a similar career that Xtina has had, it's not very often that somebody comes from that world, from the Hollywood makeup and hair artistry world and comes out to say, hey, listen, I can help you succeed in becoming the makeup artist, the go-to person in your town. And so I know there's a lot of people who desire to be in that industry, but they just don't know how, Xtina. And so you've learned how to do that. And you guys have put together a company that is training people in the beauty industry on how to build a successful clientele right there in their area, whether that's in Idaho or Texas or London or France, or it's in Florida or some little podunk place in California, a town of 500. You're showing people how to build a clientele for weddings or for whatever, right? So for prom, all of that kind of stuff. So tell us a little bit about your business and how people can get in touch with you.
Perfect. Thank you, Dani. I got into the cosmetology industry at age 18, and cosmetology schools, they do exactly what they're supposed to do, which is help you to pass the state board. So I went through a cosmetology school, had my license, and I was volunteering as like a camera operator at a local TV station. And I thought, how do I mix these two worlds and put them together? That led me to seek out mentorship in Hollywood, actually. I moved from Michigan to California, and I learned from the best of the best. Everything from set etiquette to the difference between what bridal makeup looks like versus for high-def TV. So that was how I got started. But there were a lot of missing gaps still, and it's taken almost a decade for me to really understand a lot of the principles. Every different skin tone, men's grooming, just the very skilled secrets that happen behind the scenes in the makeup world. So I spent over $50,000 and about a decade, it's going on 11 years now, really learning these tools. And I felt like I couldn't get them all in one place. So Brad and I, we talked about it because I had started mentoring a couple makeup artists back in like 2010, and they had really amazing success. And I thought, there's more to this. More people could access this, and we could put together training that people could double or triple their makeup abilities inside 4 days. And so that's what we're offering.
Wow. So in 4 days, somebody can learn how to charge like $100, $200 to being a makeup artist and actually doing a really good job with even skipping beauty school and skipping spending $50,000 like you did in 10 years of your life in learning. So they can literally go to the front of the line and learn in 4 days how to be able to become that go-to person in their area that produces magazine quality work for the bride or for the local television studio that's right there maybe in that small town or that large city or whatever. Proms or what have you. And we know there's a huge interest out there. There's a huge need for that because it's twofold. And I see this all the time with our clientele that people go to beauty school and then they twiddle their thumbs and wait for business to come to them. And this is where I think what you're doing is so powerful because it's those that just graduate from beauty school that don't go very far, but it's those that continue to invest in their skill set, continue to get that fine tuning. Those are the people that actually go very, very far, and they're the ones who yield couple $100 for a haircut, or a couple $100 for a makeup job or even beyond that. And so I think that if you're listening right now, if you've always had an interest in the beauty industry, you need to go check out this website, xmhbeauty.com. Again, that's xmhbeauty.com. Get in contact with the Harmsworths, and they're going to show you exactly how to build that clientele and how to become a professional, making great money doing what you love. This is Dani Johnson. We'll continue with more after this.
Be sure to tell a friend about The Dani Johnson Show. It just might be the key to the breakthrough they need. Stay right here for more of The Dani Johnson Show. This is The Dani Johnson Show.
Find a need and fill it. You've heard that before, right? Hi, I'm Dani Johnson. Welcome to the Dani Johnson Show. Today, we are talking about business strategies. And one of the greatest business strategies I ever picked up 2.5 decades ago was this, to help other people get what they want, and you will get what you want. Well, today we have Brad and Xtina Harmsworth, clients of ours, faithful clients who have paid off $280,000 worth of debt. They have started a business in the beauty industry where they are taking a decade of experience and $50,000 that was invested into the knowledge and skill set in the beauty industry, and they're making it available to everybody, obviously for a fraction, and obviously not having to take 10 years, but 4 days. And so if you're somebody that you have wanted to enter into the beauty industry, that you wanted to be a makeup artist, a hairstylist, and you've wanted that edge, you wanted to be able to build a very successful clientele, and you've wanted to be able to be the go-to person in your town, whether it's a town of 500 or it's 50,000 or 500,000 or 5 million, the bottom line is that if you want to succeed, you've got to learn from professionals that know those hidden trade secrets that people are trying to go to YouTube to find. Hello, girlfriend and boyfriend, because the beauty industry has both male and female in it. It's a gigantic industry, and there's a lot of needs there. It seems to be two different types of people, those who are not making a dime in it and those who are making big bucks. Let's shore up the gap with going to XMHbeauty.com. Again, that's XMHbeauty.com with Brad and Xtina Harmsworth, who have a service available to you. They're joining me right now. So you know what, Brad and Xtina, the reason why I think your business model is so powerful is all we have to do is look on YouTube and see the millions of views that there are on beauty tip, especially makeup and hair, videos that there are, right? And they're just random tips given by nobodies who don't have experience in the industry at all, and they're just trying to learn from themselves. So what you guys are offering with this 4-day course that you make available for everybody is so powerful, and this mentorship is so powerful because people actually have an interest in there, and you guys can help them take that interest that they have and turn it into dollars. Let's take something that we like and make money with it. And so tell us about the classes that you're holding.
They're small and intimate. We take 10 artists. Nice. So far it's been people who are already in the makeup industry somewhat, but that's not what it's limited to. And in 4 days, we basically help them achieve their goals. They all come with something they want more of in the industry. And so we take it and we tailor it to that. And at the end, after they've been working on each other and on models and practicing the new skills that we're teaching, we do a photo shoot with them so that they have materials proving their skills. They have advertising material for themselves.
Wow.
It's a professional photo shoot on models with a very, very high-end photographer, and they get to take that and advertise. So they're able to leave a workshop being able to say, I've been training with a celebrity makeup artist, and I have materials to prove that, this is what I can do.
Wow. Wow. That's exciting. I'm serious. If this was available back when before I ever started in my business, this is a place I definitely would have gone. Like I'm serious, what you guys are making available to people I think is so awesome. Because there's a lot of people that have interests, men and women alike, they have an interest in the kind of work that you do. But we just don't know how to go about turning that into a business. And so this is a great way where a young person or a 50-year-old that's always had an interest in makeup or the artistry of makeup and hair, that can take that and now transfer it into a full-fledged business for themselves. So I know that you had a powerful testimony from one of the people that were inside of your last class. Tell us about her success.
What we love is just watching people blossom. Mm-hmm. From our recent workshop, 4-day workshop, one of our artists went home. She already had 15 brides on her books for the summer. She went back home, increased her prices, and is now up to 18 brides booked inside the summer.
Wow.
She was capable of handling 7 bridal clients on one Saturday at her last update, and I'm just blown away by her.
Yeah, pretty much like all the students who've been through our class so far, they've been able to go home and raise their prices. Like they've been able to go home and make more money because, well, probably because the confidence they grew, but definitely because of the skills they learned. Yeah. And that's what our heart is. We want, like, this industry is expected to be like something like $65 billion in the next 5 years. Like there's so much money to be made in it, but people
they just don't know how.
At home doing the same look over and over again because that's what they know, they do awesome. But there's so much more, and we have some things that we're able to provide that would help them get there.
Absolutely. And here's how you get in touch with them. It's xmhbeauty.com. Again, xmhbeauty.com. Go check them out. If you got an interest in the beauty industry, you want to start a business with it, or you already have one, you want to make it better, xmhbeauty.com. This is Dani Johnson. We'll continue after this.